All right, get ready, because we are going deep on something that I know every business student thinks about and dreams about. Turning your final project into basically a launch pad for a killer marketing and sales career.
Yeah.
We're going to pretend like you handed us all your notes and project plans, and we're here to help you make them shine.
You know what's fascinating to me? It's how many students treat the final project like just like another assignment,
Right.
And we are going to really unpack why that is such a humongous missed opportunity
Yeah.
and how you can really transform this project into like a launch pad for your dream job.
Yeah, I remember
Right.
feeling that way. Like
Yeah.
my final project felt like this giant scary monster I just had to slay to graduate.
Right.
But this advice we're looking at, it really reframes the whole experience.
Yeah.
It's not about just getting the grade. It's about building real-world skills and
Mhm.
creating a portfolio piece that you can actually use to land a job,
Exactly.
not just to please your professor.
Exactly. And it all starts with picking the right project. The source that we're looking at it emphasizes choosing something you're genuinely excited about.
Okay.
But here's the key. It also needs to align with your career goals.
Oh,
So think about it.
yeah.
This shows initiative and passion, but also strategic thinking.
Oh, yeah.
These are all things that employers love to see.
So it's not just about picking a topic that you can ace. It's
Yeah.
about strategically choosing a project that helps you grow in the direction you want to go.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, this source also dives into creating a marketing and sales strategy, and it mentions the classic 4 Ps.
Yes.
Now, I know we've all heard about these,
Yes, the 4 Ps of marketing.
but can you break down how they apply to a student project and maybe go a bit beyond the textbook definitions?
Absolutely. The 4 Ps are product, price, place, and promotion.
Right.
So think of it this way.
Okay.
Let's say your project is launching a new app
Yeah.
that helps students manage their time better.
Okay.
Your product is the app itself, but it's also the value it provides. Maybe it streamlines scheduling, helps with task prioritization,
Yeah.
or even offers motivational tools.
Right.
Price for a student project might not be about actual dollars.
Okay.
Instead, consider the cost to the user, their time, effort, and even data. What are they paying to use your app?
Okay, that's a really interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
And that's where students will find and download your app, right?
Exactly.
So is it the App Store,
Yeah.
social media, maybe even partnering with student organizations on campus?
You're getting it.
Okay.
Place is all about making sure your target audience can easily find and access your product.
Yeah.
Now, promotion is where things get really interesting, especially in today's digital world.
Yes.
The source actually pushes us to think beyond just traditional advertising.
Okay, so I'm seeing a ton of notes here about digital marketing,
Mhm.
social media strategies, even influencer collaborations.
Yes.
So how can a student actually make those work on a limited budget?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it's where things get really strategic.
Yeah.
So imagine partnering with study grammars or YouTubers popular with your target audience.
Okay.
You could offer them early access to your app in exchange for an honest review.
Right.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
They get exclusive content, and you get targeted exposure to a highly engaged audience.
That's such a smart approach.
Yeah.
It's not about spending a ton of money. It's about being creative and resourceful.
Exactly.
But attracting users is just the first step.
Right.
We need to talk about converting them into loyal users,
Mm-hmm.
which is where a strong sales strategy comes in.
Yes.
And I see the source mentions CRM systems, which always sounded a bit intimidating to me.
Yeah,
Is that something a student can realistically use for their project?
absolutely.
Okay.
CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management.
Right.
And these systems don't have to be complex or expensive.
Okay.
Think of it like your central hub for managing all your interactions with users.
Okay.
Let's say someone downloads your app and signs up for a free trial. A CRM system can track their activity,
Uh-huh.
see which features they use the most,
Okay.
and even send them personalized tips or reminders.
So even if you're not selling a product in the traditional sense, you're still building relationships and encouraging engagement.
Exactly.
And that data can be gold for analyzing user behavior and improving your app, right?
Precisely.
Okay.
And it's not just about gathering data, it's about using it to tell a compelling story. The source highlights the importance of the project's narrative.
Yeah.
It's all about showcasing how you identified a problem, developed a solution, and then brought it to life.
Mm-hmm.
It's like writing your own business case study.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
It's about taking your audience on a journey, showing them the steps you took, the challenges you faced,
Right.
and ultimately the impact you made.
Absolutely.
But how do we make that story truly stand out, especially to potential employers?
That's where data comes back into play.
Okay.
Instead of just saying, my app helps students manage their time, you can actually quantify your results.
Okay.
You can say, based on user feedback and engagement metrics, my app helps students increase their study time by 15%.
Right.
Numbers speak volumes.
Yes.
And employers love to see that analytical approach.
It's like turning your project into a mini business success story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And by weaving data and insights into your narrative, you're not just presenting a project, you're showcasing your skills and demonstrating your potential.
Right.
And that's what makes your final project a powerful tool for landing your dream job. Yeah.
I'm starting to see my old final projects in a whole new light.
Yeah.
Like I was so focused on the finish line,
Mhm.
I missed the chance to really build something valuable.
And that's what's so exciting about this approach.
Yeah.
It's not just about the final product. It's
Yeah.
about the journey and the skills that you develop along the way.
Yeah.
So think about it. You're taking an idea, researching it, creating a plan, overcoming challenges, and seeing it through to completion. That entire process builds confidence and resilience,
Right.
which are qualities that are essential for success in any career,
Yeah.
especially in fast-paced fields like marketing and sales.
It's like a mini entrepreneurial boot camp. Even if your project isn't about launching a real business,
Absolutely.
you're learning how to navigate the ups and downs, make decisions,
Yeah,
and adapt to unexpected twists and turns.
exactly.
Those are invaluable skills that you can't learn from a textbook.
And employers are looking for those real-world experiences.
Yeah.
They want to see that you can handle responsibility, that you're proactive, and that you can adapt to changing circumstances.
Right.
A final project, when approached strategically, is the perfect opportunity to demonstrate all of that.
I wish someone had told me this when I was a student.
I know.
I remember feeling so overwhelmed by my final project. Like it was this massive hurdle I just had to get over.
Right.
But hearing you talk about it this way, it really does sound like the perfect training ground for a career in marketing and sales.
It absolutely is. And here's another point the source highlights.
Okay.
It's crucial to be able to articulate your process and results in a clear and persuasive way.
Okay.
This means honing your presentation skills,
Right.
both written and verbal.
Uh-huh.
It's not enough to have a great project. You need to be able to sell it.
So even if you're not presenting your project to a huge audience, you should still treat it like you are.
Absolutely.
Like imagine you're pitching this to a potential investor or a hiring manager.
Exactly.
Practice your delivery, anticipate the tough questions, and be prepared to explain your thinking in a way that's engaging and easy to understand.
Exactly. And think about the different ways you can showcase your work.
Yeah.
You can create a website, a slide deck, a video presentation, even a social media campaign.
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And remember, this isn't just for your final presentation. It's a portfolio piece that you can use for years to come.
It's like building your own personal marketing campaign where you are the product.
I love that analogy. You're not just listing skills on a resume. You're bringing them to life through a real project.
Okay.
And that's what makes you stand out from the crowd.
Okay, so we've talked about choosing a project that aligns with your goals, diving deep into the 4 Ps, thinking beyond traditional marketing leveraging CRM systems, telling a compelling narrative, and quantifying your results.
Yes.
It's a lot to take in.
It is.
What's the one big takeaway here?
Right.
What's the message we want our listener to really walk away with?
I think the key takeaway is this. Your final project is a golden opportunity to develop in-demand skills, build a portfolio that showcases your abilities, and gain the confidence you need to succeed in the competitive world of marketing and sales.
Yeah.
It's not just a box to check. It's an investment in your future.
It's almost like reframing the entire experience.
Exactly.
Instead of seeing it as a hurdle to overcome, see it as a launch pad to propel you forward.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Right.
And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
Your professors, mentors, and even fellow students can be valuable resources.
Right.
Don't be afraid to ask for help, feedback, and advice along the way.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive.
It has.
But before we wrap up, I know you have one final thought-provoking question for our listener.
I do.
One that really gets them thinking about how this all comes together.
Imagine your final project is a job interview, and you're sitting across the table from a potential employer. How would you sell yourself? based on the work you've done.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It really challenges you to think about your project through the lens of an employer.
Exactly.
What are the skills you've demonstrated? What are the results you've achieved? What's the story you want to tell about your capabilities?
Exactly. What problems did you solve? What creative solutions did you come up with? How did you measure your success?
Hmm.
By framing your project as a job interview, you can ensure that it isn't just a grade on a transcript, but a powerful tool to launch your dream career. It's about owning your accomplishments and confidently articulating the value you bring to the table.
Precisely. And it's about showing that you're not just a student.
Right.
You're a problem solver, a
Wow.
strategic thinker, and a future leader.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's all about seeing the potential and making the most of this incredible opportunity. It's like you're not waiting for someone to give you a chance. You're creating your own opportunity, saying, here's what I can do.
That's the kind of initiative and drive that employers are hungry for, you know?
Right.
You're not just another applicant. You're a proactive problem solver with a tangible example of your capabilities.
And imagine walking into that interview, not just with a resume, but with a website, a presentation, real data,
Yeah.
and a compelling story about
Mm.
how you tackled this project from start to finish.
Absolutely.
That's what sets you apart.
Absolutely. And it goes beyond just landing the job.
Right.
This mindset, this approach to seeing opportunity in every challenge
Yeah.
will serve you throughout your career. It's about being a lifelong learner, constantly seeking ways to grow and develop your skills.
It's like turning that final project energy into a habit, always looking for ways to innovate, improve, and make an impact.
Exactly. And remember, the world of marketing and sales is always evolving.
Right.
What's cutting edge today might be outdated tomorrow.
Yeah.
So stay curious, embrace new technologies, and never stop learning.
This has been such an inspiring deep dive. I feel like we've uncovered so many valuable insights about how to turn a final project into a real career asset.
Me too.
It's not just about the grade. It's about building a foundation for success.
I completely agree, and I hope our listener feels empowered to approach their project with a renewed sense of purpose and excitement.
Yeah.
It's a chance to showcase your talents, build your confidence, and set yourself up for an amazing journey in the world of business.
To our listener out there, remember, you've got this.
You do.
Embrace the challenge, put in the work, and watch as your final project becomes a stepping stone to your dream career in marketing and sales.
And never be afraid to think big, be creative, and take risks. Those are the qualities that will set you apart and make you a true innovator in the world of business.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing yourself to reach new heights.